What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rhea and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. How are we feeling on this glorious Monday morning?
It's a beautiful Monday. I'm in the Chicago office. We're doing the dozen tournament this week, so I'm in and out of here. Travel was a little nuts. I think I slept like 4 hours by the time I finally got to my hotel room, but it was I didn't even really realize, but just a hilarious way of being delayed many hours, and we didn't have a pilot, and they boarded us like 30 minutes before the crew timed out. And when I tell you, this pilot, I don't know where he was coming from, but he sprinted down the jet bridge and he's out of breath, and the flight attendant was like, "Are you all right?" He was like, "Yeah, I just need something sweet." I was like, the poor guy, his sugar was like, his blood sugar was low.
He's like, "I'm going to need some candy stat."
Literally, the flight attendant tore into the snacks to get him some Milanos to get this guy ready to go. And somehow we were able to get out. And then it's just like, of course, we get to Chicago and they're like, we pull up to the gate and they're like, "Yeah, so no one's here to pull us up to the gate. It's going to take another 30 minutes. We're like,
Oh, wow.
But long day. You made it here, thankfully, because everyone's flights were getting canceled, moved, delayed. It was crazy. So made it here in Chicago here for a few days, depending on, wins, losses, who knows? We'll be all over the place.
Well, we're rooting for you. Go Experts. Can't wait to watch.
Thank you.
And we're glad that you made it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day here, though. Low temp. It was like 55 degrees when I woke up.
Ooh.
I know.
Chilly morning.
I know. How are you guys doing over there?
Oh, man. We had quite the weekend.
You're still in recovery, I hear?
Listen, it may take us...
And when Rhea says we, emphasis on her.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I will say that Noah, MVP of the weekend. Like,
nice.
Genuinely.
I'll take it.
Couldn't be better. MVP. He was fine. He is not recovering in the way that I am recovering and may take weeks to recover. But we really had so much fun. Just a lot of good laughs, good times. We went to DJ's, which is a bar down the shore for those who are not familiar. And my cousin Franny, who, if you've been listening to the show for a while, you know that I have two best friends named Fran that have similar full names.
Yes, a lot of similar letters.
A lot of similarities. And I go to the bathroom. I come out of the bathroom. I'm like, "Where's Franny?" I get told she entered the ass shaking contest on stage at DJ's. I sprint over there and I am filming her like I am Ben Stiller filming a documentary of her doing the twerking contest. I am screaming like I have never screamed before. Never in my life have I screamed the way I did. I'm watching the videos back. I'm shrieking. I immediately post to my Instagram story. And I wake up the next morning. I'm like, first of all, why did I immediately post that to my Instagram story? And then on top of that, I'm reading my messages. And every message is like, "Oh my God, Fran is on stage shaking her ass at DJ's." And I was dying because I'm like, I can see the mix up. I could see the mix up here. And I had to clarify on my story that it was my cousin Franny and not you, Fran, because every message was like, "Holy shit, I didn't know Fran would do something like that."
And everybody was right, because I wouldn't, and it wasn't me. And it's not like you tagged Franny.
I tagged Franny, but I see her last name's Molina, yours is Mariano.
Yes.
So like the mix up was.
But if you were so shocked that you like went and rewatched it, it'd be like, "Oh, that's not Fran."
No, I know. And people were just like, "Oh my God, that is Fran," which was so funny.
I wish it was me, because Franny can shake it. And I wish she was having the time of our life. I was like, I wish I was out there doing that. I'm not.
I genuinely couldn't be more proud. Like, I was shrieking like Timothy Chalamet with the Knicks. Like I just was so happy, and we had a great time. Emma and Julie from Comments by Celebs, they came out, which was so we were dying. They just had like the best time. They've never been out at the shore really, and they were eating it up. The next night we went to Parker House and then Osprey, and boy oh boy.
Parker House to Osprey pipeline. I know it well. I know it well.
The pipeline, everybody left that place with a story that night, okay? We all left there with a story, which was the best like debrief the next morning. Noah was telling us that me and Franny, you know, the two of us together is great news but bad news because apparently Matt and Noah were trying to wrangle us like out of the street afterwards, and Franny,
I was just trying to assist Marty because Marty was really trying to get Rhea to go into the car, and I was just like, please listen to Marty, just please listen to him. Like,
but apparently I was like, well, if Franny's gonna be in the middle of the street, then I'm gonna be in the middle of the street. Like, and I was like, were we like upset? Like what? And Matt and Noah were like, no, you guys were like hysterical laughing, being like, no, we're not getting, and I'm like, I remember everything up until walking out of the place. Like, then I walked out of there and it was like, boom, we got into an Uber, and I don't know what happened after that. It was just so funny. Like everything that we were talking about the next morning, we were like, oh my God, we had an Uber called at 11:30 to leave Osprey. We did not leave.
11:30 p.m.?
No, yeah, we didn't leave till 2 a.m.
I was going to say 11:30. I'm not even out of the Parker House by 11. Like that's like leaving the Parker House at 11:30.
No, I know. For some reason, some of us looked at each other and were like, let's just go home and like order food and eat. And then I know. And then I remember, then I remember Tommy being like, no, guys, let's stay. And we were like, you know what? Fuck yeah, let's stay. And we stayed until the lights came on. Matt left with the drummer's stick. We woke up the next morning. It was signed. I said, how did you leave with the drummer's stick signed?
Number one fan.
He must have been. You know, we should frame it.
Matt's next venture, drumming,
I guess. But it was, you know, the shots. I can't help myself when I feel like the way to have camaraderie is to order everyone shots.
Yeah.
Every time I turned around, Rhea had another round of shots. And let me tell you, I did the like, not over my shoulder, but it's like, like at least
under
3 to 5
Yeah,
times. I think I dumped a shot out because I'm like, I would be like Rhea if I didn't right now.
You did the right move, but honestly, worth it. Like we just had the best time, but I will take a long time to recover.
And that was your first time ever at the Osprey?
First time ever, and it was fantastic because in one room they're playing Ozzy Osbourne.
Yep.
And in the other room they're playing Jay-Z, and I was like, I was bouncing back and forth. I'm like, I don't know which one to go with. I'm having so much fun over here and so much fun over there. And I was shaking ass and just having a great time. We had an amazing time. But waking up the next morning and me and Matt looking over and seeing the drummer's stick next to our bed, we were like, what? Why do we have the drummer's stick signed?
You guys were probably screaming your heads off for the band.
Matt has this video of me that I had to delete off my phone because I'm so embarrassed. Like, part of me was like, I'm glad I was having so much fun. But the other part of me was like, you don't have to be rolling around on the stage like that. Like, there's no reason to be trying to get up on stage with the band and trying to perform.
Sure there is.
You know, but it's like, it's a little bit of both. Like, you're proud of yourself, but you're also like, you can maybe not do that, you know? So
yeah, but were living your true self. The stage attracts you.
I was performing
like a moth to a flame with the stage.
It is. Matt has these videos. I'm performing a full music video for everyone around. I'm like, oh my God.
Every picture that was sent to me, tongue was out. So
I have to stop doing that. I have to stop doing that. I can't take it anymore.
I said, did you take one picture without it this weekend?
I did.
Okay.
I have to stop. It's not cute. And sometimes it's cute, but I have no usable pictures. And then, I met a lot of lovely people who are listeners of our show. And at one point, I sent you a picture with fans.
I did.
Instead of people taking pictures with me, I was taking pictures with them. I was like, come on.
I'm going to send this to Fran. I was like, put your tongue back in your mouth.
I have a collection of pictures on my phone that I was asking fans to take pictures with me. Which, you know what? I'm glad. I got the memories. Yeah. I got proof that people listen to our show. And, it was great. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun to be had. And I'll miss it. Because I think that might be the only...
That's got to be it, huh?
I mean, the weekends are booking up of the summer, and
there's only so many weekends.
I would love to get back.
I'm just looking at my shared, they have shared photos in your photo album,
That was me the next day. I needed Arizona iced tea to bring me back to life.
Double iced tea? Mm-hmm. For a second, I was like, is that beer?
Yeah, for sure. No.
We are talking about it non-stop to anybody who can listen. Skims is always changing the game with their intimates. Everything that Skims comes out with, it's the best. They have so many amazing items, but really the Skims Everyday Cotton line is so, so good. Their bras, their underwear. I'm wearing a Skims strapless bra right now. I have struggled so hard with finding a good strapless bra. I have tried so many different ones. But when I tried the Skims one, I was so happy because it finally felt like one that gave me support and it didn't have the weird overhang with the cups or anything. It was just really that little gap you get with a strapless bra. Nope, this is really a great one and I wear it all the time. So I have a little bit of an open shoulder top on. So with the strapless bra, it is perfect. Those are the Skims Ultimate Bra that recently came out with one in their new cotton fabric, which is so great because it has that same roundedness and iconic lift, but feels even better in everyday cotton, especially under a t-shirt. I love Skims. I'm wearing it all the time, daily. Bras, underwear, shirts, loungewear, pajamas, everything I can get my hands on. It's great. Their underwear is some of the best. Shop everyday cotton and all of our favorite bras and underwear at skims.com. After you place your order, be sure to let them know we sent you. Select podcasts in the survey and be sure to select our show in the drop-down menu that follows.
Well, unfortunately, the day before when we went out and woke up the next day, we woke up completely fine. I wasn't hungover at all, felt fine. Unfortunately, the Saturday hit. It was probably a 2-day in a row thing. It then hits you on Saturday.
Yep.
But Saturday was the big night, big game 5. And here I am not being able to go celebrate with my fellow humongous fans.
I think I saw Rhea and Marty for a total of 2 to 3 hours all Saturday.
We did have a nice time sitting outside.
That was for those 3 hours.
I made pasta salad, and so we were eating pasta salad, and that was nice. It was the perfect beach, snack type of thing. Yes. And then we watched Love Island. And then I said, guys, I got to go watch this game in bed.
I was going to say, did you watch the game by yourself?
Oh, me and Matt watched it in bed because we were both out of commission.
Yeah.
And then Noah watched it with Kelly and Franny downstairs. I tried so hard to make my way down there. I had to be sprawled out. I just had to be horizontally sprawled out on a bed.
Yeah.
But I still enjoyed it. I still enjoyed my time watching.
As you should enjoy it in so many ways. I know it was funny. It's you could tell the age, the age difference from where I was on the beach all day Saturday. It was a 10 out of 10 beach day. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous day. And you could tell the divide in our friends between like the younger kids and the older kids, because all the older, I'm calling us kids. We're adults. we're like
we're still kids. We are kids.
Yeah. And we're all like, we're staying in town. We're gonna watch here. The younger group was all like getting on that 5 o'clock train back to the city, looking to find the party, all that. And then you see the videos after. I was like, oh my God, like, should we have gone back into the city? But no, it was great. We watched at a bar in town, which was a lot of fun. They had some Knicks Jello shots.
Ooh.
Some blue and orange. And then, yeah, it was just so fun, you know, and people were setting off fireworks. Everybody was having just the best time. Shock and awe. There were some tears, hugs. Nothing like seeing a bunch of grown men cry over their professional sports team. You know, it's just like, I'm like, damn, it really means something. I was so happy for them. My brother was at a wedding. One of his best friends was getting married, and they're all Knicks fans too. And my parents were at that wedding, so they're sending videos, like everybody in the wedding's hugging and the same kind of thing. It's just like, it was one of those moments, and I was just so excited for them, seeing all the love. I was texting her. I was like, damn, I hope Mariska's okay, you know, because I can't imagine anybody partying harder than she is right now. And it was so fun seeing everybody at the game. That Ben Stiller footage is, I'm sure, going to win an Oscar. Like, it's best documentary. I don't know. The turnaround on that, it's going to be quick. He's posing with the trophy. He's in like the photo shoot room. He's got the full pictures. Timothy's in the locker room getting sprayed in the face. Timothy in the locker room was like, when you bring your kid brother around to something and they're like so excited, and then something happens, they're like, actually, like, do you think I could go home? Like, this is really fun anymore.
It is so funny seeing him next to all of these basketball players, because he really does look like a little boy when he's next to them. It's insane.
He really does. There was a comment on TikTok of one of the videos of him in the locker room that was cracking me up. It was like, Timmy really is the Knicks Labubu.
I keep seeing people call number one Timmy the Knicks Labubu, and then Jake Shane, every celebrity is like emotional support person.
Yes.
And that's the vibe that's going on.
Yes.
But no, it was so cool. Everyone was so happy, and you're right. Like, it was emotional.
It was.
They're such a likable team.
They are.
That I think that's obviously a humongous part of it, that they all seem like such likable guys. And so you root for them extra hard. To see Jalen Brunson's reaction afterwards, all of them was, oh my, I had like one single tear dropping from my face. I said, I had no idea I was going to feel this invested. But I will pretty much cry over anything that will make me emotional. When I'm happy for people, happy tears, they flow.
I know. I was just so happy for Joe. He was so happy. Like, it's just, he was joking, like, all of his teams. He's like, the Mets are terrible. The Jets are the Jets. He's a Premier League. He's a fan of West Ham. West Ham got relegated this year. He was like, he's like, give me the Knicks. I was so happy and excited for them. And my mom's whole family are all Knicks fans. So I was getting lots of videos of my cousins and the streets and everything everybody was doing. Looked amazing.
That KFC post was so funny, where he was holding the like thing that was like,
oh yeah,
first parade.
yeah, I know. I couldn't be happier for them. Then it was so crazy, because it's like, you see the videos of the streets and all, it's chaos. And then I took the train back in Sunday morning to go back to my apartment, get my stuff before coming to Chicago. You would have never known. Like, walking down 7th Ave, is quiet. The birds are chirping. I was like, this is crazy.
Everybody's inside sleeping because they were out the night before.
Yeah, exactly. It was crazy.
There's so much going on right now because, first of all, Stanley Cup ended last night, which you know what? I didn't even see anybody talking about the Stanley Cup.
I know, which is crazy because it was really like some great hockey games were happening.
And then the World Cup started.
Yes.
USA was playing while we were at Parker House, and then we saw the Hughes brothers. So it was like this whole thing.
Feeling patriotic AF.
Everyone was just like, and we were kind of just like, what's happening right now? You know, like they were watching the World Cup on the TV. Right. They're right there. You know, like it was just.
Like, am I about to sing the Star Spangled Banner? What's going on here?
It was just like, whoa, there's so much happening. And then
there really is.
Soccer players are staying right near my apartment.
Oh, that makes sense because it's way easier to get to MetLife.
Like right near.
Yeah.
And
seeing the videos of like the Brazilian fans in the city on some sort of walking tour, like while New York is going absolutely insane. That one video, the one kid was like, today's my first day in New York. It's the combo is so crazy. I know people are joking as the NBA finals just got so much attention that it's like, oh, by the way, the World Cup started. But I also love the World Cup, and just I was joking with Joe. I'm like about to make the World Cup my personality for like the next few weeks where I'm not invested in soccer at all. But when the World Cup is on, I'm like, I am locked in. It's I just love seeing all the fans together. Like the videos of the South Korean fans in Mexico and they're dancing in the streets to Gangnam Style and the Japanese fans in Dallas. It was like these like Texas. There was one quote was like, everything's really big. Everything's really big. It's like, yeah, it is. Seeing all the tweets and everything is just so fun. It's just been it's such a fun event. I had some friends go to the game in LA, the USA game, and they just like said it was the coolest thing ever. So
England is playing Saturday night at 11 p.m. when I'm still in London.
Oh.
Yeah. And, you know, they go crazy.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, Scotland's the Scottish fans have taken over Boston.
Yes.
It appears. Like the Boston is now run by Scotland. So it is really crazy. But
I gotta be honest, like, are we the biggest sports podcast at Barstool?
Yeah, we probably. I don't think anybody's doing it like we are. You know?
I mean, this is just...
And it's where you come for this kind of analysis.
Some A+ analytics going on over here, you know?
Yep. Big time. Yeah, I'm along for the ride for like the spirit, the atmosphere, the camaraderie.
Mm-hmm.
It's it is a lot of fun.
There is just an energy in the air surrounding New York.
Yes.
Right now.
Yeah.
That
did I send you guys this tweet? Hold on, keep going.
It just feels like an amazing summer here. I think everyone who lives around here, even though it's chaotic, is kind of just basking in the chaos because, you know, when that weather gets warm and all these things are happening, we're just excited.
Absolutely. And then the Puerto Rican Day Parade was on Sunday. Mm-hmm. There's just, I sent this tweet to my friends because we are in the month of June and it is Pride Month. There's a lot. It said, if you're a gay Puerto Rican Knicks fan who also plays soccer, this month is yours.
So true. So true. You're having the time of your life.
You're having the time of your life. Oh, man. It is. There's really just, it's nonstop activity and events and everything going on.
Did you see the two guys climb up on the pole and start making out?
Yeah, yes. That was also amazing. I was just like, oh my God.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah. And people just joke, like the jokes of people just being like, not even gay. They're just, you know, so happy. It's just like the male loneliness epidemic is coming to an end. Like this is where we're at. My brother posted a TikTok. It was like so wholesome. And I was like, wow, JB, really, really, you know, that showing off that male friendship. He was like, my buddy Danny's like the biggest Knicks fan. And he's been getting into like sports player cards, you know how like the trading cards are back in across the board these days. and he had been trying to find the Knicks starting five to give to Danny. And it was just like the funniest video because he has them. And then like he's like, Danny's still asleep because it was Sunday morning. And he like goes into his room. Danny's passed out. He's like, morning. He's like, morning. He's like, I got this for you. And Danny's like, cool thing. Like, let's go. Like, thanks.
Heck yeah.
It's like, oh, I was like, wow, that's sweet. Just, I was like, wow, that's so nice. Do it. Boys are just doing something for their boys.
Mm-hmm. That is nice.
They're feeling the love. Yeah. And that's, the Knicks fans have got to be like, it's just smiles and enjoyment all around. Did you see what Kat said post game about like his mom and about Jordan and just like the connection? And I thought, what an amazing, like, such a sweet thing to say, but you really don't, I think, see like a lot of athletes talk about their significant other in that way. And hearing what he said about Jordan, I was like, I thought it was amazing. It was really so great.
He seems like just a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
He seems like a really good guy.
Yeah. It was very sweet. I liked that in Jordan's post too. She was like, you always said that when you got your ring, I'd get mine, and now 2 rings in a year. It's all happening.
So happy for them. So happy for them. Can't wait to not care about them in a week. I'm kidding.
Yeah. It's just all over after the parade.
That's going to be wild in the city.
Yes.
It's going to be crazy.
Parades galore. June. We got tons of parades.
A lot of parades in the city happening.
Yep.
Very exciting stuff. All right, let's get into the rest of today's topic. You know what? I apologize to those listeners out there that don't give a shit about sports at all. And they're like, why the fuck do Rhea and Fran keep talking about this?
You know what?
But this is what's going on, okay? This is what's going on in our city. And
the world. International.
We could do it all. Sports, Love Island. Come on.
It's all coming together.
It is. All right, let's get into the rest of the topics. We're going to be talking about Lindsay Hubbard on Threads, ripping apart Wes Wilson. Page 6 reported that they know the inside scoop as to what happened between Keleigh Teller and Taylor Swift's friendship. Keke Palmer and Sean Evans seen at Lucali this weekend. Is it a friendship date? Is it a real date? Who knows? We also have the weekly Watch Report, so let's get into it. Before we get into all the drama, we need to talk about the thing keeping everyone's lives organized right now, and that is Microsoft 365 Copilot. What if you could add an AI assistant to your work without leaving your workflow? Built into Microsoft Word, Excel, and Outlook, Copilot works where you work, helping you do more in the apps you already use. In Word, Copilot helps turn scattered notes into a first draft. In Excel, it generates insights from your data. And in Outlook, it cuts through the noise to get you up to speed faster. The apps you know go further with Copilot. Learn more at m365copilot.com/work. The thing about Wes's podcast is that he seems to say a lot of things on there that are going to get him in trouble. He feels like it's a safe space. He opens his mouth and then everyone's like, why the fuck did you say that? So on his show, he said, if the Spurs win Saturday and they go back to MSG and they play game 6, it will be Tuesday night at the same time they air this fucking goddamn bonus episode. Lindsay wrote, brother, you get paid for that episode. Just be thankful you still have a paycheck from our show. So, there was a lot of people responding. Somebody wrote, the fact that Wes wants the Knicks to lose so they play game 6 unless people will then watch a Summer House bonus episode. Does this man even want a job next season? Lindsay responded, too late. She also responded, someone, wasn't he out with another chick the other night? She was going off. She also wrote a couple of things. Wes Wilson, you are trash. Trying to get people to not watch our show that I brought you on. You should move immediately. 2, I haven't seen Tuesday's Aftermath episode, but I feel it in my bones. It is good. Even though we know some people didn't listen, still good. In the City is just heating up. We are halfway, and holy shit, what a roller coaster of a season. Our In the City reunion was so good, we might have 2 parts. I'm on Carl's podcast on Tuesday. So everyone was like, whoa. Then
she's going through the list.
She woke up today. She's got more thoughts. She said, good morning. Hope everyone slept well last night. I know I did. Woke up with some more thoughts if anyone cares. Maybe West Wilson should go on his podcast and publicly apologize to me for using my daughter as clickbait and a decoy to distract from his secret relationship with Amanda. Instead of talking shit about the show, he was so fortunate for me to put him on. West has tried to threaten my career, show now 3 times, and it's quite frankly disgusting. No other word to describe it. First was when he went on a podcast after I had Gemma and told everyone there's no way I could come back to Summer House. We should have known then. He's not smart, but here we are. Then with his diabolical decision-making skills to manipulate Amanda into dating him and threaten the status of our friend group and future of the show, and now trying to get people not to watch Tuesday's episode that he participated in, by the way. So that's the kind of dude he is, in case anyone still had questions.
Yeah, she had a lot of feelings. She wanted to get them all off. I do think that you are right. It's like Wes on his podcast. It's almost like sometimes he says things and you think, does he know everybody can listen to this? Like, it's not just the people. It's like not just the people who probably frequent his podcast, but it's like all other people can hear it. So not only are you a guy living in New York, publicly being like, I hope the Knicks lose so that people don't watch the episode of TV. That's going to piss off Knicks fans who know nothing about you. So now you've pissed off another group of people that may not even care or know who you are because it seems like you're rooting against the Knicks. And I know in like big picture, he is making more of a joke than anything, but no matter what, people are going to take that for face value. It's like, oh, if the Knicks play Tuesday, then people won't watch. I wonder what he thought he was filming for. Like, I know they picked up cameras, but I wonder if he thought it was something that was not going to be seen for a while, or maybe like put into in the city. I don't know if they realized they were making a full-blown bonus Summer House episode out of it. And when he saw that, it was like, oh shit, it just continues. Like, I don't know if he thought the turnaround was going to be so quick. Either way, Lindsay could not be more right. It's like this, you have this platform from this show, and now you're telling people that are probably, it's like, I can only imagine viewership has never been higher for Summer House. And now you're trying to get people not to watch because of your mistakes and you're being put in the hot seat. And now you don't want people to watch. And Lindsay's going to come for him because this show is her livelihood. It's her job. And she will protect it like nothing else. Like, she very much made it clear that she did not like the moves West was making because it put everybody else's livelihood, jobs in jeopardy. And she, of course, is pumped about a bonus episode and filming and getting all these opinions out there and thoughts out there. So I totally get why she would be freaking out about this. It's just like, at a certain point, maybe stop talking about the show on the podcast for a little bit, because you're rubbing everybody the wrong way, and probably Bravo. Like, I can't imagine I don't know what the status of his Bravo employment is, but I can't imagine this would help.
He's just an idiot. He is a fucking idiot. Why he thinks this is even going to be like a funny joke. People are going to be like, ha ha.
Yeah.
Like, no one's even laughing at your jokes anymore, dude. Like, no one thinks you're funny. No one finds you funny anymore. No one finds you cute anymore. If they do, we really have to take a look in the mirror and say, what are we doing here? Because the way that he gets on this show and starts spewing this shit, like as if anyone's gonna laugh, haha. By the way, we all got Peacock. We're all gonna watch the next day, regardless if we were watching during the Knicks game, after. Right. People got multiple screens. Yeah. We're pulling up our laptop. We got the game on mute while we're watching you be a dumbass. Like,
Knicks weren't going to stop that. Knicks were not going to stop us from clocking into that episode.
Never. They're not stopping anybody. We're at watch parties having one screen be Summer House, one screen be the Knicks. We're excited about a double feature. We're not mad about it. So he's just an absolute idiot. And he keeps putting his foot in his mouth on this damn show. But you know what? If he wants to keep doing that, that's his place to do it. I'm sure it's getting numbers if that's his purpose. I'm sure it's getting numbers because he's saying shit and people want to hear it because we're fascinated that this guy could be this dumb. So people are like tuning in to hear it.
Right. And they're like clipping it themselves.
Right.
You know, it's like they're putting this shit out there on their own. So they know what they're doing. It is obviously getting eyeballs on it.
That's what's kind of crazy is like, he's like, yeah, let's clip that. Like sometimes we'll talk about things and be like, that's for the listeners. We're not going to clip that. Right. They're like, this is for the people who are listening to the show. Like he's ending the show being like, make sure we clip that, put that out there. Like,
I know. The only thing that I can think about with that is like everything he does is going to be criticized. So at what point do you just say, I can't do a single thing right, so might as well profit off my stupidity? And it feels like that's probably what's happening here. It's like at a certain point, it's like, yeah, I guess just put it all out there because it's getting people talking about the podcast when they probably wouldn't be.
So I tried finding this, and I think I was late to it, and then I couldn't find it. What did they mean he was out the other night with another chick?
I didn't see it. I don't know. I didn't see it either. I don't know if it was just like slipped through the cracks of the weekend.
I think it might have because I was trying to find it all day on Sunday. Well, not all day. I didn't spend my entire Sunday looking for this, but a little bit of time, and I didn't see anything.
That he was like out during the week?
Like
was it that he was at? I saw something about him at out at like 82 Stand or something, watching the game, and there was like he was talking to a girl. It didn't seem like he was, entangled with another woman.
Right. It wasn't making like news headlines.
Yeah.
But it must have been posted somewhere.
I had just seen someone that was like, oh, Wes is at 82 Stand, and then he got like salty when people recognized him. I don't know where I saw that. Maybe on a Bravo account.
I saw that as well.
Yeah, that he was like, that it was, I was like, okay, well, you're at 82 Stand. So
right, you're going to one of the most popular bars in the city. So
like I don't know what it's. I go back to the same thing I'm saying. Like, go to the Upper West Side. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's like you're gonna be recognized every single place you go to downtown. And it's like, for those not in New York City, I'm telling you guys, like, he is going to bars that everyone our age frequents, and it's like the demo of people that are watching Summer House. Like, that's who are at these bars. So it's clear. You know it's going to happen when you see it happening. I know people were also freaking out about Amanda and Kyle walking out of the Garrett together after it seemed like they had filmed in the city reunion. They had all decided to go out together. Little rah camaraderie. Well done, everybody. They did their first reunion, and they're smiling and laughing coming out of the building. And Kyle made a video clarifying because he was like, look, we were inside, we were having a good time, we were joking on the way out, like, what if there's a photographer when we're both walking out? And then bam, there was a photographer, so we were laughing about it. Everybody just needs to relax. It's not that deep. So yeah, no matter what, it's like when I think when people see Amanda and Kyle together, they're going to be a little confused, but it feels like these two, we've been saying, regardless of scandal, we've been saying it for years. It's like, oh, they clearly seem better off as friends. So makes sense. I feel like now they might actually become friends, which is crazy, but they might, like, and also for the sake of their careers on reality TV, it might be like a really bizarre friendship.
Yeah, Kyle had to address all of that on his Instagram story. I don't even really think he had to address it, but I feel like he felt like it was necessary to address. I figured that it was something of them just like joking around about being seen together. Like I didn't think that it was like, oh, Kyle and Amanda are back together.
Yeah,
but people jumped to conclusions with that. But I'm kind of ready for this whole thing to wrap up this Tuesday. I mean, I'm excited to watch and see what is said in the bonus episode, of course, but I think it's time that we kind of wrap this whole thing up.
Yep. As the #1 frozen fruit bar brand in America, Outshine Fruit Bars and Mini Fruit Pops are made with real fruit or juice and simple ingredients that you can pronounce. Every bite tastes like biting into a piece of ripe fruit, juicy, refreshing, and bursting with flavor. It's a bright, vibrant experience that brings a moment of joy in every bar. What's in each fruit bar? Real fruit or fruit juice and a good source of vitamin C. There's no GMO ingredients, no high fructose corn syrup, and no artificial colors or flavors. And the flavor lineup? Stacked. It's delicious. We're talking strawberry, mango, coconut, watermelon, pineapple, cherry. You name it, there's something for whatever you are craving. You've got their classic fruit bars, their mini fruit pops, and even the fruit blends that swirl multiple flavors together. Think pina colada, cherry limeade. Delicious. Outshine makes it easy to experience the joy of fruit because fruit, really, it can be packaged. It can be an annoying obstacle. Coconut, it's delicious, but you got to crack the shell. Pineapple, amazing after you battle all those spikes. That's why Outshine is so great. Takes the best parts of fruit, the juicy, flavorful goodness, and makes it easy to enjoy. You can find the Outshine Fruit Bars at retailers nationwide. Outshine, snacking made easy.
Moving on, Page 6 posted an article this morning that said the truth behind Taylor Swift and Keleigh Teller's broken friendship revealed and how Blake Lively was involved. So the article said Keleigh Teller allegedly pulled back from her friendship with Taylor Swift after discovering that Blake Lively alluded to the pop star as her dragon during her legal battle with Justin Baldoni. Keleigh didn't want to be a part of it, an insider told the Daily Mail in an interview published on Sunday. She couldn't believe they were talking to each other like that. This is, what the article says. Allegedly, Lively felt threatened by Swift's closeness with Keleigh. The source told the outlet that Blake Lively tried to tear their friendship apart to be Taylor's number one. And Keleigh and Swift's friendship grew more strained when Keleigh dropped out of attending an award show with Taylor due to personal reasons. According to Daily Mail, Taylor was not empathetic about it. And then her friends told Keleigh to protect her mental health. She needs space, but they were still in contact here and there. And then Keleigh allegedly still attempted to keep Swift close, but allegedly didn't feel like a priority, with a source claiming the hitmaker didn't reach out to Keleigh or Miles when they lost their home during the 2025 wildfires. That was the nail in the coffin of the friendship. With another claiming that Swift was exhausted and only in touch with a few people after wrapping up 2 years of the Eras tour. I don't know how believable any of this really is. I'm not really buying it. How about you?
I don't buy 1 second of this, to be honest. I think it's kind of ridiculous. It feels like a reach. I think like they're just capitalizing on the fact that everybody wants to know what happened with this friendship. And I could maybe see like some friend jealousy or something with Taylor, Blake, and Keleigh. Like, oh, if her and Keleigh were really close and Blake felt like but the catalyst being like Blake calling Taylor one of her dragons and Keleigh didn't like that. Like that to me, I really don't believe. I can't think that Keleigh would really care about that much. Like she just doesn't seem like the type. Not that we know her or know her personally, but it just feels like kind of like a roll with the punches kind of gal. And if anything, I feel like Keleigh would love a good gossip sesh too, and would not be uncomfortable with this at all. I don't know. It just feels really weird.
Right. I'm not really buying this whole article. And also, even if there was all of this like friendship jealousy going on, they're fully grown adults. Like this shouldn't be happening if that is the case. Like you're closer with her than I am. I don't understand that part of it. If it is true that she didn't reach out, which I can't see that happening, then, I could see her being upset about that.
Yeah.
But the dragon thing, you're right. It doesn't seem like Keleigh Teller would be upset about that sort of thing in my eyes. But once again, we don't know her, so I'm not exactly sure about that. But this feels like somebody made up a bunch of shit to the Daily Mail and Daily Mail ran with it, because none of this feels real to me.
No, it really feels like just tabloid fodder to me. I can't imagine this is how it all went down. Maybe tiny bits and pieces. There's some accuracy here or there, but they were so close that it feels like something that is that, I don't know, superficial, like a text message like that. I just can't, I don't know. And it was like, oh, you know, Kelly didn't want to be involved in the Blake stuff and blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, neither did Taylor. So if anything, that would have brought them together. It's like, you know, like, so I don't know. I highly doubt Taylor was liking that stuff either. So I don't know how that would cause Kelly to be like, I need to pull back from Taylor.
That's kind of my thought process too. Like, I could see Taylor going to Kelly like, can you believe this bitch Blake is calling me her dragon? Can you believe she's talking about me like this? Like that, I think you would maybe confide in a friend and be like, I can't believe this is happening. Not the other side of it being like, I can't believe you guys have a friendship where she would call you her dragon. Like, I think it was reported a bunch that Taylor didn't like that Blake was using her and everything that was going on with the Justin stuff. So I don't know how much truth there is behind this. I think you're right. Maybe bits and pieces of a little, you know, maybe someone didn't reach out or as much as they should, or they lost touch or whatever it is. But the dragon thing starting the article doesn't seem accurate to me.
I agree.
Lastly, Keke Palmer and Sean Evans were seen out at Lucali this past weekend, restaurant in Brooklyn. And I think this excited a lot of people because people have been rooting for these two to date because they know that Sean Evans loves Keke Palmer, would show her the utmost respect, and they're rooting for this. Now, I don't know if it's just a friendship or if a date, you know, and I don't want to get my hopes up here.
I'm letting myself get my hopes up. I am rooting for this so hard from a distance, a respectable distance, but I'm rooting for it hard. And when I saw that picture, I posted on my story, I literally wrote "eep," and like I think it also went "eep" in real life. Like I was like, ah! Like I really was like, oh my God, yes, please. I hope that is a real thing, a real connection. Now, and I almost got to the level when I saw where they were, I was like, ooh, do I tell Rhea to ask? Send a quick text. Hey, so got any scoop? I'll keep you anonymous.
Right, because background, that is where we had our rehearsal dinner, was at Lucali.
It is.
But I wouldn't dare. I would let Keke and Sean have their privacy because we can't act too excited because that might scare them away.
I know. But they know. You know, they've been doing these Hot Ones interviews for a long time. They know how everybody feels about them. Ugh.
That's a great date spot, though.
It is. Good spot,
like,
quiet,
Keke,
small.
I'm going to take you to Lucali. You're like, fuck yeah, I'll go to Lucali.
Yeah. The comments on the post are so funny. Like, everybody was just really losing their shit.
You know, maybe Sean will woo her.
Yeah. He could do it. He's laying down the groundwork. He's playing the long game.
Mm-hmm.
Not rushing. It's like, oh, they've had this back and forth for years. Now maybe they finally found the time to spend an evening together over some delicious pizza.
Pizza, calzones,
yes,
some pasta, some meatballs if Mark is feeling friendly and generous.
Yes. Yeah, right. You never know what
it would have been funny if they were spotted at like a wing place, like Buffalo Wild Wings.
Hilarious.
Or it wouldn't have been funny.
I get it now.
Yeah. No, I
didn't get it at first.
Rhea was looking at me like, why?
I know.
Why would that be funny?
Why would that be funny? I don't get it. Well, I just laughed that it was like there's so many places in New York, and he was like, you know, like a Buffalo Wild Wings.
I get it now. Yeah.
There's
Sean Evans only eats wings.
Only eats wings. He must not eat wings ever outside of work. You know,
that's like
at a
Dave
certain
with
point.
pizza.
Yeah. Like at a certain point, you just can't do it.
Get it?
Yes, I get it. I get it. I get it. Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
This is too good.
I'm happy for them, and I hope that it was a real date, because that's the perfect place for it.
Like, right, we're rooting for them in a very respectful way. Take your time, guys.
Take your time.
No
We're going to respect your
rush.
privacy.
Have fun, but just know, like, you'd be an amazing couple.
Amazing. Amazing couple. All right, that wraps up the topics, and we'll get into the weekly watch report.
What do you get when you combine bingo-styled bonuses and slots? DraftKings Casino is the exclusive place to play Cash and Go slots. The new casino players play $5 and get 1,000 flex spins. You claim 50 spins a day for 20 days on your choice of over 100 slots, including the exclusive Cash and Go collection. You can download the DraftKings Casino app and sign up with code CHICKS to claim your flex spins and experience Cash and Go, the feature that you can't play anywhere else. This is what I'm saying, because you're combining the bingo-style bonuses and slots into one thing, which is Cash and Go. DraftKings Casino is the exclusive place to play Cash and Go slots. Once again, so easy. You download the DraftKings Casino app, you sign up with code CHICKS, and you can claim your flex spins and experience Cash and Go, the feature you can't play anywhere else. The crown is yours in partnership with DraftKings Casino.
Weekly watch report on Monday. 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 Weekly watch report. Let's get into it. I watched the most fucked up documentary.
What's I've been seeing all the clips. Is it the Netflix one with the baby situation?
Maternal Instinct.
Yeah.
On Netflix. Did you guys watch?
No.
Guys, this was so fucked up. We ordered McFlurries because Franny stayed Sunday night. So it was me, Matt, and Franny. We ordered McFlurries. We're like, what should we watch? Ooh, let's watch this new documentary with our McFlurries. I couldn't finish the McFlurry. I took 2 bites, literally had to dispose of it immediately, because the way that this documentary starts is by making you think that this woman just gave birth on the side of the road with the umbilical cord attached to her, okay, in her car. That's not what happened.
Yeah.
All right? Listen, you should watch it.
I want to watch. I've seen all the clips. I've been trying to
fake
Love
pregnancy.
Island. It's so hard to freaking watch anything else.
There's a fake pregnancy. There's a murder. There's a kidnapping of a baby. Like there is everything that is so fucked up in this documentary that I almost went to sleep having nightmares last night. It was so fucked. And I don't mean to laugh, but when you watch, you'll have a burst of laughter because you're so uncomfortable with what's happening in this documentary. Hour and a half.
How long is it? Oh, okay, easy.
It's an easy, quick watch, but not an easy watch.
Right, it's not easy to digest.
It'll make your stomach turn in horror. It's a horror film.
I saw like the description of it, and I was like, no, I have no interest. Like, I don't want to watch this.
It's genuinely a horror film. The doctor had to come in. I'm sure that's maybe some of the clips you've seen. The doctor had to come in and check if she gave birth, because she kept saying that she gave birth to this baby that was in the car. And they were like, we don't think she actually gave birth to this baby.
Yeah, that's what they're promoting all over all the Netflix channels. Like, it's like, that's the clip. It's like, she didn't have a baby.
No, they brought her to the hospital, and the doctor was like, don't look like she had a baby down there. And you're just like, what the fuck is happening? What the fuck? It is so crazy. I will give that a B+.
Okay.
Just in terms of documentary.
Yeah. I mean, you were locked in.
But my God, was it horrifying.
Ooh.
And scary. Man. It's like there's people out there like this. Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Crazy people.
Ooh. Not suitable for work, episode 4. It is a week-to-week basis, which I'm not thrilled about.
Yeah.
It seems like a bingeable show to me. They're quick episodes. I do think it's funny and cute. I'll give it a B. I'm enjoying it. I'll keep watching week to week. I think it's an easy watch for people who are just looking to throw on a quick show. But I do wish it was just all out at once because...
Yeah. Yeah, it's just something that feels like it would be all out at once. Like it'd just be bingeable.
It's not a week-to-week show to me.
Yeah.
So I'll give it a B. Love Island UK, I started because I heard that Love Island UK is where it's at right now this season in terms of Love Island UK and Love Island USA. People are pumping up UK back up.
Yep.
So I'm 5 episodes deep. What a twist. Yeah. What a twist right in the beginning. Really throws you for a loop.
It did. And then like another one.
Right. I got to catch up.
Then they bring him back.
There's like 14 episodes out right now on Hulu.
I've only watched through 7, so.
Okay, so we're kind of like on the same page.
I'm only 1 episode ahead of you because I don't watch the Unseen Bits episodes.
Right.
So I watched 7.
So I'll give it a B+. I'm very much enjoying UK, gonna keep watching.
Yeah.
All caught up on USA. It's not bad by any means.
No.
But it's not amazing.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I don't know if it's just because there's so much going on in the world in terms of events and things people are watching and talking about. It's just like what's in the zeitgeist right now, like what people are talking about. And it's like it's being mentioned. People are like, oh, you watching Love Island? But it wasn't. It is not quite the level of seasons past where it's like the first thing people bring up to you.
Right.
Oh my God, are you watching Love Island? Like it's people are watching and they're into it. We're discussing it, but it's not. I even find like just watch like from posting thoughts on my Instagram that there's just I'm not getting as much feedback as I have in seasons past.
My barometer. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
My barometer for this is, when we see people out and our listeners want to talk about something.
Yeah.
Last year before, it was Love Island nonstop. Let's talk about Love Island. This year, I feel like when I see people out, they want to talk about Summer House and mostly Summer House. And I think that, like it's been a lot of Summer House discussion.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that's taking up a lot right now. All of the sports things and just entertainment world. I think you're right.
Yep.
But it's also because nothing really insane has happened on this season yet. But it's good. It's not bad.
I agree.
I think it started off and it put people off with all the sexual nature, make everything that was going on. It was very, very, it felt
it's a horny season. It's a horny season.
Horny forward.
It is, and it's very horny forward, and that's so fine. But like it is different vibes. Even before this last episode, the Hideaway song, we're clapping cheeks in the Hideaway. Like it's very openly talking about sex and having that happen in the villa and all those things, which is not like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing because I appreciate them being open and honest and talking about it. It is just a little bit different from what we have watched in seasons past, but it also does explain, I think, why so many of these connections are where they're at, because people are kind of putting 2 and 2 together that things are happening in the bedroom at night and it's really spilling over into the daytime, into these connections. I know that's been a big thing with Kenzie too. It's like it's almost like she's trying to talk herself into Caleb. It's like on paper, Caleb's the guy I want or go for and have all these things, but then you see you see her and Corbin and they got some serious sexual chemistry that is hard for them to ignore. And I think she's having a hard battle with that. It's like maybe the emotional connection isn't quite there, but like that sexual chemistry is really there. They like want to jump each other's bones. So she's like battling that with Caleb. And it feels like maybe that is happening just in general. Everyone's just feeling horned up in the villa.
They are, which is not really what's happening with UK.
No,
UK
it's very different.
Giving very traditional Love Island.
Yeah.
And that's fine for a show to be like sex forward. I mean, we watch other shows that are like that, but I think maybe that's what it is. It's like it's giving Too Hot to Handle.
Yes.
And not so much Love Island. So I think we're just adjusting to the difference of what we're used to watching.
And I don't know if it's just because it's like because we're watching at the same time and it is being compared so much right now. And I think I am enjoying UK more right now. Is there's just you're watching so many more discussions on UK. The episodes for US are so long, and they're long because you get 20 minutes of a challenge. Like it's just I felt so far US has been like a little too challenge heavy and less like opening up, talking, having real conversations and seeing that happen. Like I'm fast forwarding through the soccer challenge. You know, they're always making them do gross shit. There's goop, there's goo, it's like always something. And I get it, but with an episode that's an hour and 20 minutes long, those 20 minutes of the challenge, we got to condense it a little bit. It's just like a lot. And I get bored.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think I will give it right now a B because obviously I'm still tuning in. There are some real relationships forming. I think Trinity and Bryce being one of them. I think Anaya and KC also. Yeah. And then we're also having the fallouts. You know, we're seeing Melanie and Sincere and Soul and this whole thing.
What did you think of Bryce asking to talk to Kata? Asking Zach?
It was weird, but at the same time, like, I don't know if I necessarily blamed him that much just because I felt like, okay, at least he's saying it now. And he kind of said that too. Is like, is it better if I do it now or in 2 weeks when like it's way deeper and I kind of think, what if? Realistically, it was fine because it's like there was no drama from it. Kata was just like, no. So he just kind of got embarrassed. Like I think it would have been different if there was something and then it would have been like, ooh, that was shady. Now there's something else happening. When in reality, it was just like he probably is just attracted, you know, very attracted to her. She's a beautiful girl, and then just like got shut down. And just like needed to know that connection wasn't really there. But I don't know. The Bryce just kind of like rubs me the wrong way in general. So I'm not sure about his like intentions across the board, which is why I thought that was kind of like an icky move. But like Zach literally laughed in his face, which was like, he was like, oh, you're being serious. So that sucks, but I don't know. I
have seen people say that they think Zach is like too closed off too early. And they're like, we need Ace back in the villa because like people are saying like he shouldn't have like laughed it off, where it's like, you should be still talking to other people. Yeah. Like, he's like, no, like I'm fully like closed off.
I don't think think he's saying like I'm fully closed off. I just don't think that there's no one else in the villa for them right now. And we saw Zach pull back like when they were going to sleep, being like, hey, maybe we shouldn't take things too far just in case like something happens or someone comes in or there's other people. So I don't really think he's like super closed off. I think they just have a really good connection right now.
Yeah. I've also seen a lot of conversation about the Casey and Soul stuff and like her kind of like,
yeah. Well, I agree with everybody. I kind of agree with what the rest of the villa was saying, was like, or what Zach had kind of done in with the challenge, where it was like, yeah, it may have been going through Casey's mind of like, I have a good thing, I don't want to ruin it, despite being attracted to Soul, which is not really what Anaya is going to want to hear. It's like, well, if you like her, you should talk to her, because now I'm just going to think that you are staying with me because people think we're good together. There's nothing better than having friends who support you and your passions. Just like that one friend that goes with you to watch that new indie movie everyone is raving about, or is there with a celebratory cake when you finally get that dream home. State Farm is there to help you along the way. State Farm agents can help you choose coverage, whether it be for your home, car, boat, motorcycle, or even RV. With a State Farm agent, you know someone is there to help protect what's important. And with so many coverage options, it's nice to have help finding what fits for you, so you can continue catching up on all the latest pop culture moments with your friends. Go online at statefarm.com or use the award-winning app to get help from one of their local agents. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I do like the added bonus where they're showing the reaction when they get their phones back.
Yes.
Because I think that's something people have wanted to see in the past, of them getting their phones back, seeing the reaction. So they've added that. Ciara and Teffy for After Sun, and they hosted a challenge. Looking fabulous.
Yeah, I thought they did a great job. I saw a lot of people talking about how this is like the first time they're tuning into After Sun, which is good. And they're changing it up and making it fun and showing some new footage, which is smart. And I thought they were both great on After Sun. I was locking into After Sun and seeing it, which was really interesting. But yeah, you're right. Watching them go on their phones and seeing that reaction, and or seeing them getting to talk to their friends and family and getting like those first few conversations is really interesting. And they should definitely keep doing that for After Sun, and like seeing those reactions. I love Bea being like, her friend being, was like, everybody's saying they don't think you like guys, and she was like, what the fuck, like I'm just a tomboy, like I love dick. So
yeah,
she's setting the record straight. What people have been putting on to her, which is certainly not fair for her in any way either. But the Melanie and Sincere stuff was already getting a little tired, because it felt like they were just ended up going back and forth to each other. But my God, I've never seen someone lie the way Sincere was lying. And what a line. It's like, you may be sincere, but you're not honest. And and absolutely fire flames with that, because I couldn't believe it. It's like, he's talking to Melanie. He's like, no, you're it. I don't even want to talk to her. Like, I want to be with you. 5 minutes later, he's up in Soul Ties making out with Soul. I'm like, what is going on? And then he's trying to make it seem like, oh, he's just trying to explore both connections. Like, okay, fine, but you're lying to each of them. You're just you're not playing both connections, saying, hey, like I really want to get to know each of you. You're telling each girl, like, no, I just want you.
Right, and he's like,
the other girl.
He's like, I think I cleared it up with them. No,
no,
you certainly didn't.
You really didn't. And what's crazy is, I'm like, I think he thinks he's doing a good job. Like, I think he thought like he was explaining himself really well, which was so wild to me. And I feel bad for Melanie. I know she's getting a lot of hate too. And she's definitely, I hate the term pick me, but like I feel it a little bit more of just looking for the attention. She does things that definitely is, pulling the attention to her, like even being like, I'm sleeping outside. Like, it's like, okay, you're making a bigger moment out of this than it probably needs to be. And it's not like she doesn't like Corbin. So it was a little bit of a stretch, but
no, even after Corbin saved her, and she's like,
yeah, the dramatics.
She's like, oh, like, this is my only op, because they're like, are you going to explore this? And she's like, well, I have no choice. Like,
yeah, that was crazy. She's like, we have no
appreciation
choice
for him saving you.
Seriously. And they were also acting like that recoupling was like, you can't talk to anybody else ever again. Like, it was like, well, now you're in that couple and I'm in this couple, and it's all over. It's like, okay, well, what?
She was saying her goodbyes.
Yeah. It was like, this is the end. It was like, well, realistically, if you guys were so fucking close and you wanted to be together, you both could sleep outside. You could be like, oh, that's, but it's not the way it went.
Also,
so
like,
it's really bizarre.
She was kind of like, I mean, fine. She's really upset seeing like Sincere and Soul talking together. But then she talks to Sincere, and she comes back out after the talk being like, you're not going to kiss her again or whatever. And she's like yelling to the whole villa, like, I got my man back. It's like, how do you think that's going to make Soul feel?
Yeah. And it's just every single time she's like, goes to talk to him, and she's like, what happened up there? Like, you guys kiss? And he was like, yeah, one or two times. Like, it's like, what's going on here? At what point are we drawing the line? Like, and I felt bad, because it was like, she seemed to be comparing it to her quote unquote mistakes she was making in the bed challenge and the back and forth and the kissing and all that stuff. And it was like, well, this is a little different. Now this guy's making out with Sol every single time they're alone together, which feels different. But it was funny watching the recoupling and seeing how they're acting now, because it's like it almost felt like even Sincere was like, well, now I'm just gonna I'm with Sol. What's a guy to do? I'm just gonna have to make it work with Sol now, despite an hour ago being like, nah, I really want to make it work with Melanie. Like, really want to make it work with Melanie. And I also feel bad because, my God, is it got to be hard to be named Melanie and not like when people call you Mel. That's a hard line to draw. Like, it's really, I feel for her because I was like, you know what? It's like, I couldn't possibly live my life as a Francesca and stop people from calling me Fran, being like, you just can't call me Fran. Like, it's gonna happen. It's just the way the names work. And even they're calling her Mel behind her back. I'm like, she doesn't like Mel.
She doesn't like it. But at that point, how many times are you going to correct everybody?
I know. So I don't know.
But even Casey was saying, like, she slept outside for attention, and he's like, Sincere doesn't give a fuck. Like,
well, it's like, I don't know. I think Sincere was almost maybe, you always think they're trying to get a way out. And when you see the reaction after recoupling of like, well, I mean, that solves what's a guy to do? I'm with Sol now. So it does feel like he's probably thankful that has happened. But I'm really curious to see how this all goes down with Kenzie, Corbin, Melanie, that whole situation. Caleb seems like a sweet guy, and I feel like Kenzie is sort of stringing him along a little bit in the sense that she's like, I should be with a guy like this, but I like Corbin. And then I felt like she was kind of getting upset with Melanie for wanting to talk to Corbin, but she's still kissing Caleb.
Right.
Which felt crazy. But at the same time, it's like, well, Corbin and Kenzie are canoodling in bed hard. So maybe that's why she feels like so protective over Corbin and doesn't want her friend talking to him. But that's going to blow up in some sort of spectacular way, I'd imagine, because they're going to have to do another recoupling. But yeah, there's just been a lot going on. The app crashed. I think maybe that could have delayed things a little bit. So when we finally got to the new couples, that felt like it was maybe going to happen earlier in the week. And then Sunday with more challenges. Like I said, I'm just, some of the challenges we got to go a little bit quicker through, I think.
Yeah,
I'm not opposed to the challenge, but it just needs to be, 10 minutes, not 20.
Right. They just kind of feel pointless and they take up a lot of time. So
yeah, like give me the challenges where they're talking shit or they just have to. And I know they did that. It's like all the way at the end. It's like, oh, now pour goop on whoever you think is, doing shady shit or whatever. You can find out. You can come up with challenges. Simplify it a little bit. Just throw that in a game of truth or dare or something. Like the UK does it so well where they get them talking, sitting around the fire pit talking shit without having like slime poured over everybody every 2 seconds.
Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely like the ones where they're sitting around the fire a lot more because it's just conversation. The conversation gets flowing.
Exactly.
I will, what did I say? I give it a B, but that's everything I watched.
Yeah. That's really mostly it for me too. I'm up to a 7 of UK. I'll give that. UK's a B plus for me, and I'll say US is like a B minus. I'm into it. It'll get better, and I am watching. But yeah, I feel like I'm just repeating myself now with how I've been feeling about it, and I did catch up on the Your Friends and Neighbors finale. I know you talked about it last week. Joe and I watched it this week. It fell a little flat for me. I thought the season was really good. There were just some aspects of this finale that were a little nuts. I texted Noah, and this is a spoiler. Spoiler if you haven't watched the Your Friends and Neighbors finale, but they get into an accident. The car goes into some sort of body of water, and it's dark. It's like the middle of the night, and you're telling me they go back into the water, down to the bottom, pull out the body from the back seat, put the body into the front seat to make it look like he just drove into this body of water. If he was ever found, is like drove into this body of water himself. It really was like, guys, that just felt like a crazy reach to me. So kind of lost me from there. I did think they ended it a little bit better with this other guy, where it was like, oh, there's clearly some wrinkles to James Marsden's business that are going to come out in the third season. That to me was interesting, and I know they're already filming a season 3, so I'm sure that is going to be what's going on there. But that whole premise, I was like, come on. We're not. It just didn't feel like that kind of show to me where you're like suspending belief that much to think that in the pitch black middle of the night in some sort of pond, they could go down and pull the body out and move it to the front.
And also James Marsden just like coming back alive from the dead, was just classic.
Yep. Well, I got really excited. I'm not going to lie when that happened, because I was like, oh my God, maybe he's just alive. And then like he can stay alive. Something else would happen and then he could just stay alive. That was not the case. I'll give the finale a B-. I really, really liked the season. I just didn't love the finale. The season as a whole, I think, gets a higher grade for me, but specifically the last episode, didn't think was great. I have so much to catch up on, because really it's just been so much like basketball and Love Island. It's like they have no other time to watch anything else. I did catch up on Southern Hospitality up until this first part of the reunion. I'm excited to see where it goes. I know that there's a lot to discuss. I was very happy for them that they got a full reunion set. Oh my God, this is not the only thing I watched. Am I good? I was about to completely, thank God I stopped myself. I was posting on my Instagram. There's so much going on with Every Year After that I watched the whole thing. I'm like acting like I didn't watch the entire show, the entire season. All right, I'm going to have like a little one-man rant about this for a second. Planet Fitness is a judgment-free environment where you're free to get strong on your way, on your time. It's so great to, wake up, start your day, head to the gym, feel good. It's my favorite way to start the day. Going in, lifting some weights. I think strength training is so important. And you can feel your strongest, best self with best-in-class equipment for a full workout, from strength training to cardio to stretching. Planet Fitness has everything you need. So if you're someone that likes to use the machines, or if you like to use the free weights, or just, some of the plate-loaded machines, everything is there for you that you can use. If you just want to get some steps in, you want to walk, you want to do the Stairmaster, it's all there. Most locations are open 24 hours. Memberships start at just $15 a month at over 2,800 locations. We're all strong on this planet. Join today in club, online, or in the free Planet Fitness app. Hours, amenities, and offers vary by club. Check out planetfitness.com or stop by your local club for more information. You must be 18 years old to enroll, or 13 to 17 with a parent/guardian. So Every Year After came out on Prime Video. It is based off of the book Every Summer After, which is a very beloved book. It's talked about a lot. It got adapted to this show. I had watched the first episode like last week, and then I really just binged the whole thing, either whatever, like Thursday, Friday night. It's hard because I enjoyed the show. But in comparison to the book, they really did change a lot. And I'm seeing people absolutely skewer the show. I'm now starting to see people trickle in that's like, oh, it's not that bad. People are being too harsh. But there are two major, not even just two, there's a lot of plot points, but there's one really major plot point that I think shifts the whole story that they changed. So I'm going to spoiler. This is a spoiler for every year after the book, every summer after. If you haven't read the book, if you haven't watched the show, you may not want to listen, but this is for those that have watched, listened, or want to, or read, or want to hear the comparison. In the book, Sam already knows what happened with Percy and his brother. So it's not like it changes everything. It changes the way Sam acts. It changes the way the book ends. It changes so much that like Sam's character has already gotten over this happening with Charlie, that it changes the whole story. Now in the show, Percy's the one telling him that this has all happened. And that changes the entire dynamic, changes the relationship with Charlie, changes the ending. I've seen a lot of interviews and I've come to terms with them changing a lot of this. The showrunner was saying she thinks that there's 5 seasons out of this. So there's 2 books. And Charlie has his own book with his own story. And they were clearly teeing that up at the end with the photograph of them on the boat. And it ends a very different ending for Charlie. Cliffhanger ending for Charlie. To fill 5 seasons, it's almost like they're going to have to come up with another fluff situation. Like I saw people saying, oh my God, I'm so excited for season 2 because we'll see Charlie and Alice. But I don't know if we will. They might introduce Alice in some way, but they were in these interviews with the showrunners and the writers. It was like, there's so much more to do with these side characters that have such a stronger role in the show that we might be seeing more of something happen with Charlie and Delilah, which is crazy to me because if you're going to build up a whole season where there's this back and forth with Charlie and Delilah, but we know in the book that that's not endgame, it's, I don't know, maybe a little bit more frustrating for people. The show had its faults. They changed the location a bit, which I know upset some people. I think the actress Sadie Soverall, who played Percy, was good. It was hard to jump between the 17-year-old version of her and the 28, 29-year-old version of her. Because it was played by the same actress played those 2 different ages. They did have a younger actress play 12, that, you know, the younger years, but then it jumps and it's Sadie playing 17 and Sadie playing, 16, 17 and playing 20, 29. And it almost looked like they filmed that. Her face was more expressive. And then the older version, it was like, did they give her Botox to try and make her look older? There were some wigs. And for me, there was moments where Matt Cornett, who plays Sam, who I already talked about, that I struggled because of he's EJ in High School Musical, the series, that his acting wasn't as strong to me, but it's certainly like an easy watch. I didn't have a reason to be like, I hate this show. People are hating the show. I didn't hate it. And I think they are going to make more seasons of it. People are watching it, but there is going to continue to be this discourse between what's going on in the book and what's going on in the show. They're going to fill a lot more. I actually didn't mind that they built out a lot of the side characters. Abby Cohen, I think is great. She played Delilah. I thought she did a great job. I think there's, a situation with Jordy now of a potential love triangle. So you get involved, like the show makes you invested into these side characters despite them not being really prevalent in the books. But you need them because you can't build a whole show out of just the 3 main people. There has to be other things going on. Some people said maybe it should have been a movie. Maybe it should have. But apparently we're getting 5 seasons. They want 5 seasons out of this show. And I'm curious to see where they go with the second season, because I think if they continue to do love situation with Charlie and Delilah that's going to frustrate people. It's really hard to turn a book into a show when the book is so beloved and people love the characters in the book so much. My issue was with what they changed is like it changed the characters and like their morals and their values and who they are as people was slightly changed. I feel like you can change a plot point, but not change like innately who the character is. And having Sam have all this anger is just so different from the Sam from the book. And the way Charlie's acting in the show is very different from the Charlie in the book. And, you know, there was like a redemption for Charlie in the fact that he had come clean, but he doesn't, and he puts it all on Percy, so it makes him look like an asshole. So it just changed a lot of the core story of the three people, which for those that love the book is a harder pill to swallow. If you go in watching the show without reading the book, I'd imagine you enjoy the show. I don't really think that there's any, like, it's just it's a good Prime Video teen romance, summer romance show involving brothers, you know? And you're like, how am I here again watching a show about a girl hooking up with two brothers?
I have not read the book, and the way people were talking about the show, I wasn't necessarily sold because there's been a lot of critique.
It's been a lot of critique. You should watch it.
I'm now finding out that it's about brothers again.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I feel about that, but I'll give it a shot.
I really do think like watching it without the pretense of the book is a very enjoyable show. Great music. Once again, Prime Video always nails the music when it comes to this. Yeah, you do have to suspend your belief a little bit because once again, it's like, oh, you got a brother situation going on, which is like, how are we back in this same place? But you knew that in the book. I get it. It's just I feel like it's maybe being hounded on a little too much that it's like so terrible. People are saying it ruined they butchered it and all these things, but you got to kind of take it as face value. They change things, which certainly changes the whole premise. But when I listen to the showrunner say, well, I'm envisioning 5 seasons and all these things, I'm like, okay, well then you have to make these changes because there'd be 10 times less conflict. You wouldn't have enough material to make a show out of if you just went right from the books. Because that one major moment is you know, wraps up the book pretty nicely in a bow, and they want to extend the story. They want to extend what's going on. They want to extend the characters. So in that sense, it makes sense. So I get it. And look, I flew through it. I watched it so fast. It's one of you'll watch it in 2 seconds, and you're kind of glued to it, like. With the whole thing and the connection and everything. So I don't know. Grading wise, I'll give it I think I'll give it a B-, because I do have the viewpoint from the book, which does taint it a little bit, but just solely as a show, Offset, without the comparison to the book, it's an enjoyable show. So that's where I think the problem lies for a lot of people. But and I was talking about Southern Hospitality before this, and I had an absolute brain moment where I was like, I've watched nothing. And then I was like, wait a second, I didn't even bring up Every Year After when it's been occupying my entire brain and everything that's been going on social. So Southern Hospitality, I'll give a C+. And that's everything I watched.
I didn't really watch much. Caught up on Love Island. I'll give it a B-. Like,
yeah, I'm
not that, like, it's nothing compared to the last 2 seasons in terms of drama.
Yeah.
But it's fine. Like,
I hear you.
I guess like I'm just hoping that Casa or like something shakes it up.
They're gonna do something to turn it up, I'm sure.
So yeah, I'll give it a B-. I watched the new Widow's Bay. That show is just so good. Like,
I don't know when I'm gonna have time to catch up.
I mean, there's not that many episodes and they're not that long.
No, I know, but it's something where it's like I'm watching with Joe, and I'm traveling. I'm not home. It's like you got to find the time.
I'm watching that like at midnight on Wednesday. Like, when
you're locked in.
Yeah. It's just so good, like the balance of comedy and horror. So yeah, I'll give that an A. Like that show's incredible. And then I watched a couple episodes of Mad Men because now that the NBA is over, and I feel like there's not as many shows that I'm watching. Like, I can kind of dive back into that. I took a giant pause on that, but other than that, yeah, that's really it. I did. There are so many movies in theaters that I want to see too. So hopefully I can
maybe cross them off the list this week.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I got. So.
Okay, that's everything we watched this week.
All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Thank you so much for watching and listening. We love you guys so very much, and we'll talk to you again on Wednesday. Mwah!
Yeah, Chicks in the Office, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Look at the charts, who does it the best? 2 chicks getting paid in reality checks.